It's a case study in denying the correlative over and over and over again. This time nobody noticed that it was the Muslim states that were involved in this. The Organization of the Islamic Conference initiated the Goldstone Report, of course. But this same pattern of not looking at certain data is the foundation of the Goldstone Report. I could think of thousands of different examples, but another example is the Goldstone Report believes that you can't go into somebody's home who is innocent to get terrorists, and that that's against international law. Denying the correlative is that it isn't against international law to do that. It's testimony after testimony of anonymous testimony. God, I mean, I could go through the amount of posts, and I highly recommend everyone look at Dalit Amos's blog as well as Israel Matzof's blog, because I think they're really the ones that really put holes. Elders of Zion is another one, Z-Y-O-N. I think those three blogs, more than anywhere else, punched holes and really made, that's the root of the argument against the Goldstone Report. And it's, considering that they're talking about The Hague, that there are such damaging arguments against the Goldstone Report. You know, there weren't these kind of questions when we were talking about the Holocaust or when they were talking about even something like the Balkans. I'm not sure how much further you can really go. Those that want Israel to be guilty will continue to say that Israel's guilty. But anyone that looks at the evidence is going to say otherwise. How about those white phosphorus things that we were hearing about back in January, I think? And denying the correlative again. Every army in the world uses white phosphorus, and it turned out that Israel was using them legally. It's again and again and again. And if you get into an argument with somebody, sooner or later if they're smart enough and they're articulate enough, they can say, but this, but that. But you can't send somebody to The Hague or convict somebody of more crimes when there are so many arguments against it. Even if you believe that you have a point, you don't have enough to convict anyone. You know, and listen, I mean, the Olmert and Livni government, the Israelis aren't terribly keen on them either. They obviously should have kept on fighting, because the worst thing they did is withdraw. And it's funny enough, they endorse organizations that endorse the Goldstone Reports. So I'd say that the thing they're guilty of the most is they're just wishy-washy. I'm glad Bibi's president now.